Alright. I have no idea if this is going to work or not. So we shall see what I'm going to do with my volume so it doesn't come through and just seem like it's blaring out of nowhere on y'all. But basically what we're going to do, and I will check my battery life here. I got 1 hour and 35 minutes. That should be good. So let's see if I have a way of sharing this out to the public. I don't know. So we shall see. Pop out chart, toggle participants, live chat, in stream. Do. Let me go over to my channel and see if I can get this to share. Like I said, this is my first time messing with this, so we will see how everything works. So we'll go over to my channel. Maybe I can share on Facebook if this is going live. Let's go to my channel. Alright, we're going live. Let's go here. Bam. Let's go over here. Let's go to share. Come on. Share. We're going to go on Facebook. It's going to take its sweet ass time is what it's going to do. Yeah, I'm going to have to turn my volume way down. There we go. I just turned it off. Over here. Bam, we're going to post that. Okay, that should be up. And now we're going to exit out of that. Alright, so here we go. How's it going, guys? This is the first installment of Drinking and Cooking. That's basically what we're going to do. I tried to use the name FMC or Foul Mouth Chef. That ain't going to fly. It's been taken, LLC, whatever. So why not just call it what it is? Drinking and Cooking. Which we will be drinking and I'll be cooking. So let's get started on this thing. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing some Mexican pies today. Ta-da! Really simple. We're going to get started on this. First of all, what we did is we went ahead and got a pre-made pie shell. I went ahead and thawed it, so it's ready to go. It's nice. We're going to set this out of the way. What we're going to start doing is we're going to start browning our hamburger meat here in just a second. Let me get this set up where we can get the full scene of things. There we go. All right. So we're going to be setting that there. We've got our pan here. I'm also going to be cutting things. We're also got taco seasoning. Gotta have taco seasoning. Set that out of the way. Now I'm going to be using 3 jalapenos. So that's going to add some kick to it. Alright, we got our onions, our red bell and green bell. We're going to be using half of each while we're doing this. Now you see I've got my knife set up over here. Well, you can't see, but I'm not going to be using that. I'm going to be using my knives. Because I actually have a professional set of knives that I use. Alright, let me get my other knife out. Alright, these are a Mercer set I got from when I was in culinary school. Very nice set of knives. I'm going to go ahead and just use that. Alright, come on, there's that. Alright, go ahead and slice that down. Alright, so let's just get one onion out of the way right now. I just don't care. Let's just, whoo! There we go. That is a strong damn onion. Alright. Set that onion there. Alright. Alright. This side is going out of the way for later, because I'm going to be doing spaghetti later. Alright, wrap that up, set that out of the way. Go ahead and get our red bell cut and up and out of the way. Alright, get the seeds out. Check those out into the trash. Emptied. Alright. Now we're only going to be using half of this. So there's that. There's that. Alright. Take the same thing with the green. Go ahead and clean it out. Alrighty. Cool. Now, like I said, we're only going to be using half, so there's the other half. There's that. There's that. Alright. So, let's go ahead and give our onions a good dice. I'll get my hamburger meat out of the way. Alright. Alright. Hold that together, then we're just going to I'll tell you right now, that is a very, very, very strong onion. Holy shit. You know what? That's so strong, that calls for a drink. Sure as shit does. Oh, yeah. We ain't going light on this channel. No, this is a little something, something from the good graces of my heart that I made. Yummy, yummy. Oh, woo! That's the way to kick the shit up right there. All right. All right. Then, why not? We're just going to come over here. Oh, man, that's a tight. That don't want to budge. All right, so that don't want to work. So little trick I was taught in the military from a bunch of Marines, and believe me, when you're drinking with Marines, do it with a twist off and not a Corona bottle. Otherwise, you get stitches right about here. So. Make sure it's a twist off. Cheers. All right, let's get back to our onion. All right, so there's that, that, that. All right, now we're going to go ahead and get the dice going. Sometimes it's a pain in the butt. But normally it comes along rather nicely, but sometimes you just got to hold the onion together and just kind of go with it. Now what I did is I went ahead and cut across the bias, and then I cut across the vertical also on it, and now I'm just going downward cuts, which basically dices perfectly. So there we go. And then we'll use the long ones for later, but essentially you just get a nice even dice. We're going to go ahead and toss that in to our pan. We're going to go ahead and sweat our onions, basically. All right, let's get the rest of our onions in. All right, there's our onions. Woo! That is, those onions have a little bit of a kick on them. I'm tearing up over here, goddamn. I'm gonna add some butter. All right, so we're gonna add a good, decent amount of butter. Let those things start sauteing in. Now we're gonna go over here with our peppers. Let's go ahead and start getting some strips going. All right, and then we're just going to turn and then into dices. And my cutting board is moving with me. It shouldn't be doing that. All right. All right. So there's the red. That's going in also. Let's go ahead and get the rest of this red in. All right, there we go. Turn. And then we're going to just dice this up. And we're just going to toss that in also. All right. Same thing with our green bell. There we go. Turn to their side. And we just dice the shit out of them. All right. Woo. Woo. Those onions, man, those onions are kicking at me pretty hard. Time for another drink. No, I am not endorsed by this company. No, I do not endorse this company. So I'm just drinking their product. Right on. Hey, you guys, if anyone watches this, if you want to travel this on to Cult Moo, Matt Zion, Reckless Eating, let me see, who else is with that group? I know there's a lot. There's Chris and Matt of Reckless Eating. There's Hair Pink of Cult Moo and Lofi and everyone else on there. Like I said, I'm just starting out. I've been following them for years, so I love watching cooking. I went to culinary school, all that fun stuff. So, like I said, just something small guy starting out. I mean, there's also there's so many channels I can't even remember them all. Blumgum, definitely Blumgum. What's his name? I can't remember. He does a lot of hot sauce reviews. I just did the dab recently. Holy crap! You want to talk about a kick in the teeth there? All right, so now we're going to go on to our jalapenos. Split straight down. Same with this. We're going to split straight down. And I'm going to be digging those out here in a minute. There we go. All right, let me get a spoon so I can scrape out these insides real quick. So like I said, I want the flavor and a little bit of heat. So
where borders continue to spread by any means necessary.
I'm gonna move my trash can right below me so it's easier just to push off. There we go. Woo! Those jalapenos smell good too. I bet they got a nice little kick to them. All right. So we got that. Let's go. All right. Let's dig the rest of that out. Scrape that out. There we go. Off to the side. See, the veins and the seeds are where all the capsaicin is. So that's where all the massive heat is. So, there we go. All right, so we got our jalapenos ready to be cut. Move the trash can back. So, there we go, there we go, there we go. Let's get some more veins going. There's more. All right, 2 more to go. I hear it in the background too. I don't know if that's going to pick up on that or not. I'm watching a movie. See if you can guess what movie I'm watching, just by the sound. So, I'll give you a hint. The Rock's in it. There we go. All right, now we're going to dice up our jalapenos. By the way, if you didn't know, the knife I'm using is called a Sentoku. It's about a 10-inch. Very comfortable. I like using them. It just fits me well, better than a chef's knife. I just prefer it over a chef's knife. It seems to fit me better. Everyone has their own preference. Alright, so there's that. And we're just going to come over here and finish the rest of these out. Alright. There we go. I'm going to toss these in to be sauteed with everything else. Alrighty, so that's basically it for cutting up the vegetables for right now. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and kick our stove on, and go ahead. Let me get my spatula. I like to call it my spatula. Now that's got a little bit of butter in there, but what we're going to do is I keep bacon grease for just a reason, because it adds just the right amount of flavor to it. So just a little bit of bacon grease in with it. All right. That is good. It is tasty. Alrighty. So we got this sauteing in our pan. We have our half of an onion, half of a red bell, half of a green bell, 3 jalapenos diced. Everything was seeded and deveined. I'm sauteing with a little bit of butter and a little bit of bacon grease for flavor. Now what we want to do is we want to sweat these. You know, basically just get them nice and soft, a little translucent with the onions and everything. Kind of looks like Christmas in a pan over here because of the red, green, and white and everything else. So, you know, let everything melt, come together. So we're going to let those saute. We're going to move them over. Once they're sauteed into their own bowl, we will get our meat going. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do a mix of everything in our big bowl here. Alright. And like I said, we're going to be doing 2 pies. I went ahead and, like I said, I already got the pie crust thawing. So they're sitting over here off to the side. And the only thing we're going to be adding to our actual meat is a little bit of taco seasoning, a little salt, a little pepper. That's about it. Nothing too crazy. So just sitting here sauteing the vegetables. And while the vegetables are sauteing, why not? Drinking and cooking. Let's do this. Another drink. Time to grab another one. Or better yet, another shot. Another shot. Another shot. Another shot. Okay, another shot. Woo! Oh God, that's good. Just like Uncle Buck used to make. Hopefully I don't get too drunk and spill shit everywhere. That would be horrific. There's a reason I get the cutting out of the way before I start drinking. Take a wild guess why. All right. While those are sauteing, I'm just going to take a little bit of coarse kosher salt. There we go, a little bit of that in there. A little bit of black pepper, not too much. There we go. Now I'm just going to mix that all up inside there. There we go. Now here we go, and it smells delicious. I wish you all could really smell this in here. It's absolutely beautiful. And please, guys, by all means, share. Let this get out there. Like I said, I just started this YouTube, drinking and cooking. I will be doing more videos the more I can. I'm doing what I can. All right, one down. Woo! All right, so. All right. Get those nice and coated. I just cleaned today. This is hilarious. But like I said, guys, I got into cooking a very, very long time ago. My dad got me into cooking. My dad was in the Navy. He went around the world. He was in Japan, all over the place. And it got me to where I wanted to cook. I mean, I was introduced to exotic foods at a very young age. Escargot, lobster, oysters, sushi, frog leg, you name it. It was new experiences at a very young age. And I went to culinary school when I was about 26, 27, something like that. And I fell in love with it. I love to cook. I love to cook for people. Just in a restaurant setting, it's just, I like to cook at my leisure. And I think that's the issue with a lot of things, is everyone wants you to fall into a cookie cutter mold and do things their way. You never have the freedom of expression or your own, emphasis on the situation. Yummy. But that's why I like cooking for myself and other people at my own leisure. There we go. You hear it nice and sizzle. It's starting to get to that status. But, like I said, guys, feel free to share the crap out of this. I know it's probably not going to be monetized or anything like that. I'm not even going to reach views to get monetization until a while. But give a shout out to my boys over at Reckless Eating and Colt Moo, Blum Gum, Lofi, Chris, Matt. I know I've said this before. I know they don't know me. I know them. They're a huge inspiration behind me cooking. I've been watching for years. I've watched their channels develop. I know the recent situation that Reckless Eating and a lot of the other channels had with YouTube. My heart went out to those guys. So I thought, why not? I'm going to try to start up something. And if it takes off, cool. If it doesn't, whatever. I'm having fun cooking. I always have a saying that I say when I'm done. And yeah, it's kind of an Andrew Zimmern ripoff, but he always said, remember guys, if it looks good, eat it. Nah. My saying is, if you're hungry, cook that shit. Because, you know, I was going to be the foul-mouthed chef, but that's already been taken. So it's drinking and cooking, uncensored, unsupervised. Probably never going to get monetization because of the language, but whatever, I don't care. All right, looks like we're about ready to kick over. All right. All right, there's our sauteed vegetables. Beautiful. We're going to get the pan back on. We're going to get the hamburger in. And that is a lot of hamburgers, so. There we go. I'm just going to go ahead and just keep chopping the crap out of it. That's all I really can do at this point. Alrighty. There we go. Just keep on stirring and chopping it up. Like I said, it's all about I really can do at this point. So let's see what else we can do. I'm just checking out my thing. Emojis. Emojis. I'm playing around on here at the same time. A live chat, I guess, that you can also do on there. Today. So we're just going to keep on going. Rounding up this meat. Like I said, guys, I used enough meat for about 2 pies, so roughly about, pound and a half, 2 pounds per pie. Granted, it's all going to be divided. Just cooking it all together, mixing it all up. Go ahead and add 1 packet of taco seasoning. And let Smells good, but it needs a little more seasoning. So, 2 things of taco meat. Thank you, Count. All right. I'm gonna mix that all in. Mix that all together too. Like I said, just a touch of salt over the top. And pepper. There we go. Just keep mixing the meat around. Meat is just about done. So we're going to go ahead and kick that off. Move my lid out of the way. All right, we're going to bring our big pot over here, or big pot or pan, away from the heat. Now, of course, it has a little bit of grease in it, and we're going to take care of that. All right, so we're going to pour our meat over. All right. All right, so we have our meat. It's over here steaming. Nice, hot, cooked. Of course, with me, oh yeah, got to have that chili. Now, where is the cumin? Got to have the cumin. That's cayenne. I don't want that much of a damn kick. Clove, celery salt, poultry, ground cumin. There we go. Cumin? Yep. Little bit more chili powder. Yes. Just because I'm a sucker for pain and I like a little bit of a kick. Couple of dashes of cayenne. Spicy caliente, yeah. There we go, that's gonna be good. Okay. So now we're also going to add our vegetables in. All right. I'm going to mix those all in. All right. I think I might have had enough here to do 3 pies, but oh well, we'll find out. Now, what we're going to do is we have, ta-da, Ritz crackers. And then they come in little small packs. We're going to crunch a couple of packs up. Kind of use as a filler / soak up the grease in the hamburger. So and I use these small little Ritz packs. They work great. One, So, come on. Let's see how 3 looks with it. Alright, there's 3. Go ahead and mix all that up in with it. I'll probably add 1 more just for good measure. Alright, last one. Let's go ahead and get the oven bacon. We're going to do 350. Alright. Last ones. Alright. So that's the last of our crackers going in. Going to get mixed up in with it. Alrighty, so what we're going to do is now we're going to take our pies, and we're going to go ahead and fill them a little bit. Come on. And you basically just work it around the pie crust. Get it to a depth you like, a thickness you like. Alright, that's about good. You see, I got a little bit like that. I'm going to go with our next one. We're just kind of patting it out, fill around, a little bit of filler here and there. There we go. A little bit more on the other one. Alright. There's that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get some eggs. Alright. I use about 3 eggs per pie, so we're just going to do this. I got some eggs over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to get some eggs going. Bring my trash can over. Alright, there's that. We're going to add just a little bit of milk. We want it nice and creamy. A little bit of milk. Not too much. Let me grab my fork. And we're going to whisk this up. Alright, so we've got a good nice whisk in it. What we're going to do now, we're going to take some of our Mexican blend cheese. We're going to add a little, not a lot, a little to the cheese, or the eggs, so that can be incorporated in with it. And then we'll top with the rest. So we're going to go ahead and get that a little mixed in. Alright, there's that. Then we're going to top with the cheese. Alright.
That's why we invented the Bowflex Max Striker, the world's first 14-minute total body workout combined with the low impact motion of elliptical with calorie burn power of stepper. Plus,
there we go. Alright. So one's down. Let's get the other one going. Sorry, I'm getting stuff out of the way while I'm working. Alright. 3 more eggs. So we're going to move that to the back. That one's ready to go. Alright. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1 more. 1 more. 3. Alright, there's 3. Yeah, that's good. Alrighty. Break those yolks. A little bit of milk. Alright, let's put the milk up. Oh look, oven's ready. Alright, let's pour that over the pie. There we go. Let it slowly drip down over whatever it needs to do. There's that. Let's grab the cheese, because now we just saturate the crap out of it with cheese. Cheesy, 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 cheesy. And even more cheesy, 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 cheesy. Cheesy, cheesy, cheesy. Yeah, we're going to use up all the Mexican cheese on this one. Oh, how about a little more cheese over here for you? You like cheese? I know you do. Oh, the cheese that speaks to me. Alright, and that's it. That's the cheese. That's all. Alrighty. Open. We're going to take our pie. And ever so carefully, because it's got egg on top. Like that, because you don't want to spill it like I just did. Set it down inside. Coming up with the next one. Same thing. Careful. Set it down. Try not to spill, just like that, because it will happen. Let me grab some paper towels. Otherwise, you're going to have a mess you do not want to clean. All right, there's that, there's that, there's that. All right, close that. Clean up the mess. All right, come on now. Let's get my trash can back over here so we can finish cleaning the mess. Because I may be foul-mouthed, I may be drinking, but the last thing I want is freaking raw egg on a cabinet surface without being cleaned. That is just nasty. And that's a good way to get salmonella too. You don't want salmonella. All right. Clean up the little rest of our area over here. That goes in, that goes in. That right back underneath over here. I'm going to set a timer for about 40 minutes. Now we'll set it at 30, see what we get. Basically, you want to set it to where you can poke a toothpick in the top of the egg and it not come out runny. All right. So, I guess now it's just bullshit time, because that's pretty much what we're sitting on. How much time do I got left? Oh, look, my computer's got 55 minutes left. That's good. That is good. All right. So, pick you all up. We'll go for a walk. All right. Set you back down. Flip that back so you can see me. So, like I said, today all we were doing was just simple Mexican pies. I've got just a little bit of leftover here. Ah, my clock. See how the base turned out. And that's what I remember right here. 4 o'clock. So, this is something from my childhood that my dad used to make all the time. And it stuck with me. It's a deep part of my childhood. And I absolutely love it. It's soul food for me, basically. It is one of those. It just stuck with me. It won't go away. It's a comfort food. Oh, man. Oh, sorry, I got a little mess over here I'm trying to clean up real quick. All right. Oh. Yay, messes. It happens. What are you going to do? Oh, well. So, all right, guys. I will come back with a part 2 to this once the pies are done, so you all can see the finished product. Otherwise, we're just going to be sitting here bullshit.